Going to war over a pile of garbage? That's what the president of the Philippines threatened last month if Canada didn't clean up its mess. For 6 years, dozens of containers of Canadian household trash have been rotting in the Philippines. Today, the Environment Minister in Canada responded to questions about that situation. Our Megan Batchelor is here to explain the answers. Megan.
Well, Carol, it would appear that all it took was some harsh language from the Philippines president to get that garbage taken care of, a problem that country has had for 6 years now. So to have a better understanding of just how we got to this point, let's take a look back and see just how this all started. So back in 2013, 2014, a Canadian company shipped around 103 containers wrongly labeled as plastics for recycling to a port near the capital, Manila. Instead, they were full of 2,500 tons of household Canadian garbage, including diapers and kitchen waste. And at the time, then Prime Minister Stephen Harper said that it was, quote, a private commercial matter. Since then, Prime Minister Trudeau has had to deal with this issue. He's had questions thrown at him about this every time he's visited the Philippines. And it would appear that this conflict really took a turn for the worse last week when the Philippines president made it very clear that he was done dealing with that garbage.
Will declare war against them, loaded the containers to a ship, and advise Canada, I will advise Canada that your garbage is on the way. Prepare a grand reception. Eat it if you want to.
And so that brings us to today. The Philippines set a deadline of May 15th for those containers to be back on a ship coming to Canada. And conveniently, a Canadian offer has now been made to do just that, to put those containers back on a ship and bring them back to Canada. And here's what Canada's Environment Minister had to say about the deal.
This was a private company, Canadian company, under the previous government who disposed of this garbage in the Philippines. We've had a team that's been working extremely hard, including from Environment and Climate Change Canada, to find a solution. I'm not going to go into the details, but there is a proposal on the table with the Philippines, and we are hopeful that we can come to a resolution. We think it is really important.
Well, others have stepped in to comment on this, saying it's about more than this one issue.
That's right. That includes British Columbia NDP MP Peter Julian. He says that this raises an issue that goes beyond just this one specific case and really is a larger issue involving Canada's disposal of garbage and recycling in general.
I think it's really a black eye for Canadians internationally. We need to be enhancing our recycling programs. We need to make sure we're putting in place all of the treatments so that we're not sending garbage abroad. And I can certainly understand the reaction from other countries to have our garbage sent to them. We need to make sure, and the federal government has a key role in that, make sure that we have in place the recycling and garbage treatment that make sure that this doesn't happen again.
And actually, in 2016, Canada did strengthen its regulations around hazardous waste and its shipments to other countries and its obligation to take back waste shipments that cannot be completed as planned. And as far as this latest dispute, no word yet if the Philippines has accepted this offer. If it does, then those containers will be shipped back to Canada via the port here in Vancouver. Carol?
All right, Megan, thank you.